Good morning, I guess, guys. It's Movie Star Body Transformations here, MBT. And we were going to talk, I will talk about fitness today. And not the soul or your fucking mind. Well, we'll see how we go. Anyways, listen. I watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube. I've read a million books on fitness. And then you hear something. Sometimes someone says something and you think, oh, that's it. That's the issue. Now look, I heard a guy say once, you gotta eat like a dog. And I can't remember the dude's name, but he was bang on. And what he meant by that is, you gotta eat the same things every day, and then you can manipulate your calories very quickly, to the point where you really don't need to calorie count. Because if I'm eating the same thing every day and I'm fucking gaining weight, I just gotta take something away. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, whatever. It's not hard. So I know there's a million fucking cookbooks out there, and it's, come on guys, you can do it, and all these cheerleader shit. And that guy's a fucking millionaire, sitting in his fucking house in London, looking at you like you're a bunch of fucking idiots. Because you are. We are. We all bought the cookbook. Do you know? And then the cookbook is correct. I don't go home and cook. I got no time for it. So I have to figure out, well, I'm lazy. I can go to the gym because that's an ego thing, and I like it, and it makes me fit and healthy. But I also, I pay homage to the dark side of me. And that little ego. But I really don't want to go home and cook a bunch of stir-fry vegetables and some chicken and get it all out, and then you go to the supermarket, and it's so expensive. You think, what the fuck? Like, I just can't do it. Like, so look, do what you can. Eventually, my shopping has become very, very simple. And there's another fitness influencer, no names, bald, black dude, very good. And he was saying the same thing, like he doesn't cook. And I was like, oh, I don't really cook either now anymore. And that doesn't mean I don't eat well. I might boil an egg or scramble an egg. That is basically it. Or I might reheat something. So, like a lot of times, some people are carnivore, and that's fine. They've got to cook red meat. I get it, no problem. But that's really just a barbecuing, isn't it? Just a grilling or a frying. But you're not really putting recipes together, And I find, one, it's expensive, and two, I won't do it. So it's sporadic, and three, it's very hard to do calorie counting when my variety is off the charts. So you gotta know yourself. You gotta say to yourself, look, I am not prepared to do that when I get home. Like, I can buy a raw chicken, a whole chicken for 6-7 quid, 7 euros, whatever, 6 euros. Or I can get a cooked one for 8. Well, I'm just gonna buy the cooked one. And that's all I do. I buy cooked chickens, and I do my lunches. I buy a pre-made salad, whether it's coleslaw, whether it's some sort of bean salad, whatever. Jars of beetroot, jars of sauerkraut, packets of cooked smoked salmon, scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt with honey and frozen berries, and occasionally I might throw a tin of curry in with some vegetables and curry some veg. That's it, guys. Like, that is it. Everything else is a little treat, is a rice pudding, a frozen fucking strudel with some double cream. But if I jump on the scales 2 or 3 nights in a row, and I'm like, dude, I'm heavy. Like, and it's not good weight. It's not good weight because you can't see your abs anymore. So what do? It's simple. Like, you just take away the carbs. You cut those little bits of carbs out. And you gotta understand, You will have nighttime cravings for only one reason. One reason only. You are not getting enough protein in your diet and not enough fat. And neither of those will really make you put a lot of weight on. It's hence why you crave the carbs. Because you're actually craving the fat and the protein from them. And they're metabolized very quickly. So that's why your body wants it. So if you stuff enough protein in yourself and enough fat in yourself, you almost never crave carbs. Almost never. So have a think about that. When guys are saying like meal prep, it doesn't have to be complicated. I'll go home today, I'll tear apart a roast chicken, I'll give me 3 lunches, I'll put a mixed sort of Polish sauerkrauty salady thing with some sauerkraut and turmeric and some beetroot. That's my lunch is done. If I need an apple or something sweet, I might even have a tiny little chocolate bar. It's fine, And then for breakfast, it's Greek yogurt, salmon, scrambled eggs. For dinner, I'll split that roast chicken. I'll have half a roast chicken and pour some fucking sauce on it. That's it. If I still need something, I'll have a fucking ice cream. Like, it's just carbs. Yeah, okay. People are like, oh, micronutrients. No, I get it. I'm just not confident. I glean a lot of micronutrients from whatever the fucking vegetables have in it these days. And, I'm more worried. I live in Ireland and the land is fucking pillaged here by farmers. Nothing grows here. Nothing. There's no bees, no fucking butterflies. There's no nothing here. The land is fucking raped here. I used to live on a farm and I never saw a bee or a butterfly. So, you got to be careful what you're sticking in your mouth. And I'd rather eat an animal than eat a pea that's been treated fucking 6 times in a year. Like, fuck that. So, I'm not being political. Do what you got to do. Just, guys, it's not about eating like fucking microwave dinners, shit dinners. You can eat still good. Like, you can do smoked salmon in the morning. You can do scrambled eggs. You can do boiled eggs. You can do Greek yogurt, honey, and frozen berries. You can have a lunch, which is just a cooked chicken. Just shred it apart and stick it in your mouth. Like, it's, it doesn't have to be complicated, guys. Get good sources of protein. Steaks, ribeyes, great. If you can afford it, great. If not, you fucking do chicken. And there's nothing wrong with that. Many a great physique was fucking made on cooked chicken. So, and tins of fucking tuna and mackerel. So don't listen to people, when they're like, oh, lean in 15. No offense, but he's right. You can get lean and you can prep meals in 15. I'm just too lazy. And I don't need a cookbook to know that. I did buy the cookbook and I used it like 4 times. But, and it's the same old thing, isn't it? We all do it. We all fucking do it. So, I gave that guy like 15 quid, basically, to tell me how to cook some meals for 4 times, and then and then I put it. I think I gave it away in the end because I didn't know myself. I was kidding myself. The reality is, you eat like a dog. You give your dog 24 ounces of dog food every day and he starts getting fat, you make it 20 ounces. He starts getting too thin, you 22 ounces. Now that's how you do it. You can still eat well. And it takes the fucking, like tonight, I don't have to think about it. I've got half a roast chicken, already roasted, already cooked, cold, in the refrigerator. Tonight, I whack it in a dish, I turn the oven on, full blast, and I heat it up. I make a pre-made peppercorn sauce. I drizzle that over, and that's it. And I still have a little chocolate hit. I got a little, those mini Star bars. I'll eat one of those. That's it. That's a lot of protein. You know, and you know, all I can say to you is you are kind of not what you eat, but calories. And like, I see guys half my age and they're in terrible condition. Terrible. Don't know how to work out, lack discipline, you know, sit on a fucking PlayStation for fucking 8 hours a day. And they say, well, what's the difference? Well, there is no difference. You do whatever you want. I don't care. But don't think if you live that type of lifestyle, going to the gym 3 times a week will make any fucking difference. Because I used to run a CrossFit box, and people used to come to me and fucking bust their asses, and they did for 2 years and still be fat. Like, how's that fucking possible? Well, I'll tell you why. Because for 23 hours, they're abusing themselves. They don't care. They go crazy for an hour and think that means they can, and it just doesn't make that much of a difference. I mean, I've been working out a fucking long time, and I'm 77, 78 kilos, 79 if I eat like really bad. But I'd like to say I'm 80 kilos and I'm ripped. I'm not. I am what I am, you know what I mean? And yeah, like now I'll go in and I think I've got 2 eggs left. I really should go buy some more eggs, but I might do some scrambled egg and some salmon, because I've just been to the gym. The salmon's already pre-cooked. The egg's gonna get scrambled in some butter and olive oil. I think I've got 2 slices of bread left. I'm gonna butter toast. I'm gonna eat that. And then tonight's half chicken. And that's it. Like, and then I'm gonna go lean for fucking 2 days. Eat whatever I've got in my fucking fridge. Go lean. Go fucking lean. Lean out. Stay fucking healthy. Guys, you can go without food for 2 days. No problem. Have you ever done that? You should try it. Just don't eat for fucking 2 days. You'd be surprised how many people that look at you like, are you crazy? We're soft. We've lost our edge. You know? Everyone's a badass motherfucker now, with no evidence to back it up. None. You know? Tell you a bunch of, give you a bunch of advice, and then you ask them, well, tell me a story. Tell me a story when you were a badass motherfucker. And they can't do it. They've never been. They just tell you how to be one. So look, get to the gym 3 or 4 days a week. You know, don't go crazy. Chase the pump first and foremost, then chase the weight. Chase the pump, then the weight. Not the other way around. Never do that. You'll never ever be injured. All right? Yeah, and know thyself. Eat clean as best you can. But if you eat the same thing every day, and look, guys, if you're thinking, I can't do that, like I can't not stuff my face full of fucking chocolate, but I could not eat for 2 days, then fucking do that. See what happens. Let your body rest. Let your body recover. We're not supposed to be filling our faces all the fucking time. That's a myth. Do you know, that is a myth. You want to feel healthy, strong, you've like reconditioned yourself, let your body go back to its original state, your cells rejuvenate, then just don't eat for 2 days. Limit your calories. Be surprised. You don't need as much as you think you need in order to live. You really don't. And you know, all these fucking rock stars are in their 70s and 80s. Do you know why they are? Because they lived hard when they were young. They took drugs and no food. That was it. They did not fucking eat. You don't eat when you're on drugs. You just take drugs. But that meant none of them are overweight. None of them. And they're still here, kicking ass. Why is that? Because they probably went through days of not eating. They were just drinking, taking drugs, and fucking working out on stage, sweating. And you think, how did they survive? You'd be surprised. Loads of good books out there, loads of good podcasters, you know, but everyone's different. So And that's a real, like, I'm not Arnie. And he's not me. And that's okay. You know? I'm on a different path. You know? And so a lot of these guys have to go to their graves knowing they lied to themselves about a lot of stuff. So it's okay. Like, do your best, but don't think you gotta go home and cook fucking dinners all the time. Just take the easy route with stuff you don't need to work hard at, and then you fall off the wagon. Then you will fall off the wagon. Listen, have a good day. Always go with your gut. And yeah, eat like a dog, okay?